All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. We're here now. So first off, I wanted to share how I started sharing at market days or any ladies I meet, any guys I meet that are interested in natural health and wellness. Peppermint oil. I learned this from Sarah Johnson, and what she said to do is to get a drop on your hands like this, and then rub your palms together, breathe it in, and ask the person if they smell it up the nose, if they can feel their sinuses open, then have them put the rest behind their neck. They could put the rest on their tummy for digestion. Um, we can also show them, like in a pretend cup, that you could put a few drops in your water, in Ningxia, whatever, and drink it like that. So this tip has worked so well. I'm just connecting with more people. And then what I do after that is then I'll ask them what, um, what would they like help with? And then a lot of times they'll say, sleep, pain, um, stress, whatever it is that they're going through. But anyway, and then I can offer suggestions for that. So keep that in mind. That's a neat little tip in order to share Young Living because peppermint's very strong and all it takes is one drop and they'll be able to feel it. They could even put it up above their foreheads for head tension, back of the neck. It's phenomenal. So I love that. Um, Shirley, whenever you share Young Living, what do you like to do whenever you share?
Well, what do you mean by what do I like to do? What
Like, is there a certain oil that you like to share with somebody, or you just basically ask them like if they have a need, and then that's the oil that you share with them?
and honestly, they come to me with their needs, what
Yeah.
they're going. They're the ones telling me, "Oh my gosh, I had the worst headache," or "Man, I got so sick I was throwing up," or "I broke out on this rash." And it's usually it's family members, it's friends. They just come to me and not. It's just telling me. They're just telling
Yes.
me what's going on in their life, and then I take that and I'm like, you know what? I found that if you use this, it helps. I'm going to come over. I'm on my
Yes.
and bring them a sample, and then I take it from there. And the majority of the time, they want to get signed up. It just depends on if it worked for them or if they noticed it. And sometimes, they don't. They're like, well, I don't know because I started taking this at the same time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah.
they don't know if it was the oil that helped them or
Something
whatever
different.
the doctor, you
Yes,
know.
yes. Yeah,
So,
just keep plugging along. I was really impressed when Sarah Johnson was talking about peppermint because at market days, like I only have like really a few seconds with each person. So it's just been so nice because I was able to connect with a lot of people um, this past Saturday when I had my market day. Something else that I like to give them is some cold Ningxia red. Most people are like, wow, that tastes good. What does it help with? And then you can tell them it helps with inflammation, it helps with sleep. And if you ever want like a cheat sheet, then let me know. I have different cheat sheets. In fact, I take one with me to market days and I let the person look at it. And it says on their liver support, it says on their cancer support, like it says on there all kinds of things. So anyway, so keep that in mind. And then just like we did at your party, Shirley, I talked about the starter kits just because it's the most bang for your buck. Um, and what I'm doing, especially with the oil starter kit, is I am getting ready to email everybody who got the oil starter kit. um, different uses for those oils, but I'm going to do it in baby steps because it's a lot of uses for them. I don't want people to be overwhelmed. So anyway, so I'm super excited about that. And the Ningxia Red one is 145. Um, and anyway, I just it's such a neat way and more of an inexpensive way to get started with Young Living. Do you have any questions on that, Shirley?
No, that one has been a big seller with mostly everybody that is getting signed up, is
Yes.
to get started on that and start the inside healing of their body. That's what we're looking for the results for on that.
Yes. Yes, precisely. Yes, most people want to be healed from the inside. And most people nowadays are like looking at more natural options. They're open to it, which is amazing. So you're doing such an awesome job sharing. I cannot like wait to see you just really blossom. But I just wanted to share that little tip with you, peppermint oil. So now let's move into flu or fever or sinusitis, any of them. I would recommend Ningxia Red, whether it's the packets, whether it's the in the glass jar and you keep it in the fridge. But and this will all be emailed to you, Shirley. Okay, so you don't have to write anything down.
Okay.
Um, if somebody had to pick like one thing out of all the things I'm going to show you, then pick Ningxia Red. It's so good to have in your back pocket and to have like in your wellness chest, but also to take an ounce or two every day to keep your immune system up. Um, this is phenomenal. And what I like to do a lot of times is I like to give a sample to somebody. I mean, at market days, I bring my bottle with me. I put it in like a little ice chest because I want it to be cold. And I have little like shot glasses, but you don't have to do that. Like if you want um, to carry one around, you can give it to somebody if you want, or just share with them. Like, if you want to keep little shot glasses with you and give them a little bit and then you drink the rest or you take the rest home. All they need is a little taste. I used to like fill up my shot glasses, but now I just give them a little taste, just enough to see if they like it. Um, and so anyway, so this is excellent. I've had many, many people that I've let them like have a packet. They take it home. They're like, Diane, I feel so much better. What is that? I need to order it. If you do that, Shirley, then anything that you use, you can expense it when it comes time for taxes. So like even peppermint, you could keep a bottle of peppermint with you and just expense it. This one has 300 drops of oil in it, so that's like 300 people. If you want to expense Ningxia Red, you can. So what questions do you have on that so far?
I do want to say on that Ninja Red, I'm finding, Diane, because I'm taking it daily,
Uh-huh.
but I'm finding I crave it. Like
Yes.
I want more. Come the afternoon, it's like I feel like I need more Ninja Red because I feel myself like for getting from being at work, sitting on my
Yes.
in for 8 hours in there. It's so exhausting. And I'm like, no, I need another one. And I'm doing 2 ounces at a time.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, keep my
So
stocked on it.
that's so amazing. So
Oh, I
listen to
heard
this.
the
At my
right.
market day, I was talking with a lady about Ningxia Red. Some other lady passed by. She heard me talk about Ningxia Red. She stopped and then she started talking about Ningxia Red. She drinks it every single day. She said she doesn't believe in medication. She said she doesn't believe in doctors even. She drinks her Ningxia Red every single day. And she said the same thing, that she's craving it. She ran out and she was like, I'm craving it. And she can totally tell when she runs out. because her inflammation comes back, like all this stuff comes back. And that's something else. Many people don't, they may not see like a result as they're taking Ningxia Red, but if they stop taking Ningxia Red, that's when they crave it. That's when they want it.
Yeah,
Um,
that they're
so
able. And I'd like to recommend for them to start documenting. That's what I do. I write it down on a calendar that I keep with me. Started Nietzsche Red, started my sleep, started my whatever
yes,
taking. If I'm doing a challenge, I'm documenting because I need to know what's
yes,
happening in my body, where am I going, how am I progressing or not progressing, and then
right,
try to change things up.
right.
Um, but yeah, it's always good just to keep track because you feel it. You feel it in your body when you miss something. It's like, I didn't take my super B. I didn't take, so
Right.
your
I'm
body is
so
telling you.
proud of you for documenting them. I wish I would have done that years ago. Because there's so many testimonies. And it's like, dang it. Like, I wish I would have written them down, you know? But life happens and you just don't always think about writing that down. So that's
It
so
gets
awesome.
behind sometimes, but I always try to keep it out on a clipboard so that I'm
Yes.
sure to get to it.
Yes, that's smart. Yes. So Ningxia Red. So I'm gonna show other things also, but that's why I wanted to start off with Ningxia Red because it seriously is good fuel for your body. And especially if you have the flu, especially if you have a fever, drink it throughout the day. Drink 2 ounces in the morning, 2 ounces in the afternoon. If you want to drink 2 ounces in the evening, you can. For some people, it will keep them up at night, not for me, because I was a guinea pig on myself and I tried it at nighttime. It actually is great for sleep. There's no caffeine in here. But a lot of people say it just gives them natural energy. So I normally like to take it in the morning, is Ningxia Red. So some of the other things that I like to keep in my medicine cabinet is Super C. So you can do Super C swallowable pills, which look like this, or Super C chewables. Um, this one gives you 1,440% of your daily dose of vitamin C. And Shirley, I know that you've heard me talk about this before, but I'm going to say it now. When you take a supplement that has essential oils with it, just like this one does, it's more bioavailable to our bodies. In other words, our bodies know what to do with it. You're not just peeing it out. And I'm going to come out and be geeky for one split second. So the essential oils are so small molecularly that the super C attaches to that small molecule and it's able to push into all the cells in your body and it brings that super C with it. So even like with my kids, I typically don't give them Ningxia Red every day, Super C every day, because when they do get it, I know that their bodies are using it. Also, we had research where lots of different research, but they took a group of people and they had given them the multi-greens, which you love the multi-greens, with essential oils, and then they gave them multi-greens without essential oils. When they took the one with essential oils, they absorbed 86% of that multigreen in their body. When it was without essential oils, they only absorbed 30%. In other words, your body knows what to do with it. Isn't that cool?
That's good information there. I didn't know.
It is. It is good information. Super cool. Something else that I love to keep in my medicine cabinet is inner defense. So this one, it smells like oregano. That's because there's a lot of oregano in here. They look like this. They're kind of big.
That a
So
gel cap?
it is. It's a gel cap.
Okay.
Yep. Um, but this is amazing. Even Chris is like, give me two inner defense because anytime you start, coming up with like you can tell when your body is just tired, just like with me. Like you came on this Zoom, you asked me if I'm okay. I'm taking inner defense because I think my body's just worn out. I've been going, 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 going. But last night I took two inner defense. This morning, I was like, perfect. It was so amazing. I jumped out of bed. It was so great. So inner defense is a must in our house. Like I said, they're a little big, but we really love them. We take two of them with food, and don't worry about writing this down. I'm recording this also, and I I'm gonna send you an email too. So if a person doesn't like inner defense or they don't like to take pills, then you can also diffuse thieves, which of course thieves come in our starter kit. So that's an option, and that helps to kill germs. You can get thieves on your body. You can make a roller bottle, so these are super duper easy. Everybody that gets one of their starter kits from me, I like to put the oils in the roller bottle, fill the rest up with jojoba oil, coconut oil, olive oil, anything like that, and then just roll it on. This one is for adult fever, and I'm going to be sharing the recipes also in the email. But this primarily has peppermint oil in it because peppermint is great for fevers. You can make a flu balm, which I'm going to send you that recipe also in that email. Everything's going to be in this one email. Um, so thieves is great for flu balm, frankincense, and lemon oil from the starter kit. Those are all excellent. And so anyway, so I'll share that with you also. That way you have it, how many drops of jojoba oil. Um, so anyway, that's an easy way where to rub it at also. Whenever you have a fever one, a great place is your belly button, which sounds crazy, but it's almost like God's little container for absorbing our oils. You could do a drop of peppermint in the belly button if you have a fever. You could rub some on the back of your neck. But anyway, so that's easy. Do you have any questions on roller bottles or anything like that?
No, no, I'm good with that. I just need to start making them.
Yeah,
I've
that part's easy compared to like taking your oils
Amazon.
with you.
I know. I just need what is it? I need to get my rest and sit down and do it. I've already promised my sister, Tweety, you met her,
Yes,
that I was going to give her a roller ball of her peppermint, but with some other
yes,
oil mixed in with the jojoba, or I've got
yes.
nut oil, all that good stuff.
Yes, and in the email, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to attach recipes for adults, kids, and babies also. So anyway, that's like very helpful. And I don't know if I can find it. No, I don't know where they're at. Anyway, but you could even print them off and stick them on the roller bottle, and they already have the recipe on them. They're really easy to do. So I'll send that to you also. Um, Something else is Juvatone. Many people, Juva means liver. So we have Juvatone, we have Juva um, uh, Power, and the Juva Power is a powder. The Juvatone is a tablet, and they look like this. They don't smell the best. They don't even look good. They smell like cat food, okay? But
So are
they're,
those tablets?
yeah, the tablets. This is the
Okay.
tablets.
Okay.
With the powder, you can sprinkle it on food. You could put some in a shake or anything like that. But this is helping your liver to detox. A lot of times when we have a virus or something like that, like your liver needs support also, which, I never thought of that before. And something else that'll help to support your liver is Ningxia red. It's great for fatty liver. It's great for any kind of liver issues, this one. So that's why I started off with Ningxia. Super vitamin D is also a great one to have in your arsenal. This one, so what's so crazy about vitamin D is like you could get vitamin D anywhere. Most vitamin Ds are made with lanolin, which comes from sheep wool, which can have pesticides on it, which is so crazy. Ours comes from lichen, which is like an algae, and it's infused with melissa oil and lime oil. So of course ours are, it's very bioavailable. I don't have any more to show you, but they're real little. They're probably about that big. In here, there's 120 tablets.
What
What
is
you take? This is super vitamin D.
Oh, okay.
So vitamin D is great for your immune system support. It's great for your respiratory support, and it's also great for hormones too, which is fascinating because one of the oils that they put in here is melissa oil. Melissa oil is a blend of different oils, but that's for depression, anxiety, increasing your mood. And so I, a lot of times, will call this my joy supplement, whether it's for me, whether it's for the kiddos. If they're kind of crabby, then I know, okay, you need to be taking your super vitamin D. It really does like lift up their mood. So that's what vitamin D is for. And they're real little. They kind of taste like, it says to dissolve them, like I guess under your tongue or maybe in your mouth, but they taste kind of like grape for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I like them. I just swallow them. I don't let them dissolve on my mouth. Um, so also with flu is oscillacum. I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but it looks like this. And what that you can get this from Walmart, from Amazon, HEB also. This is a natural for body aches, headache, fever, chills, fatigue, and you can take it throughout the day. This um, this brand, Borean or Boryron, I don't know how to pronounce it. They have other natural supplements also. So this is super cool because you open it up. So you take one of these, and I'm going to take one now to show y'all. But it's little pellets. So I normally tap it on a table. That way I get all the pellets down, and you kind of wiggle the cap. I always make sure there's no more pellets in here. Sometimes they get stuck in here. But this is what they look like. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see it? It's like little balls. They're real
Yeah.
tiny.
Are they clear or white?
No, they're white.
They're white. Okay.
So what you do is you put it under your tongue, the whole thing like that. I'm just going to eat them now, but normally I put them under my tongue, let it dissolve. You can take this. They're like crunchy, very tiny pellets. They're sweet. I don't know if they have xylitol or what they use, but everything in their ingredients is good for you. So this is also something that we keep stocked up on for fever, flu-like symptoms, and I take it throughout the day. So that's that one. And the other one that I wanted to share with you, this one is from Walmart. This is Equate Black Elderberry Cold and Flu Relief. And they also kind of have like a great taste to them, but it's, and I think it comes in like either a purple box or it's like a bluish box. I think it's purple though. Anyway, so you can take 2 of these. I also like to dissolve these under my tongue. You can take all this stuff together if you wanted to. You could just do Ningxia Red throughout the day. You can, add anything that you want with it. Um, Something else I'm going to be sharing in the email, let me find it, let me pull it up, is a detox bath. So we did that in the lymphatic challenge, but it's 2 cups Epsom salt, 1 cup baking soda, and 1/3 cup hydrogen peroxide. And I'm going to share this with you so you don't have to write it down. But you put it in as hot of a bath as you can, and you lay there for 20 to 30 minutes. That one is an excellent one for helping your body to detox, to get any virus out of you, any fever out of you. So that's also something that I'm going to share in the email. Something else that I like is the Thieves Cough Drops. Um, and I'm showing you all of this stuff, but I baby stepped all of this stuff. Like, I didn't just, place a humongous order for all this stuff. Just baby step it. A lot of this was given free on loyalty rewards. And so anyway, I've seen them give Inner Defense for free. I've seen them give Super C for free. Um, Super Vitamin D. The Thieves Cough Drops are amazing for sore throat, for cough, and they look like this. Let's see if I can open it up. Why is this not opening? These always tend to go out of stock during this time of year for cold and flu season, is the Thieves Cough Drops. We also have Thieves Lozenges, which the lozenges are great to help prevent a person getting sick. The Thieves Cough Drops are have a lot of menthol in them. In fact, our kids will prefer the Thieves cough drops instead of regular over-the-counter cough drops, which is awesome because I'm glad that they're reaching for this. In fact, even our 18-year-old, which normally he's kind of picky on stuff, but he loves the Thieves cough drops. If you start having a tickle in your throat, you could even make this last longer. You could either hold on to the wrapper because it's strong, or get a hammer, put it on a table, get a hammer while it's still in the package and let it break into little pieces and do that. And I've done that before, and I've given each of the kids a little piece. And anyway, that helps it to go longer. That's a Thieves Cough Drops. What questions do you have, Shirley?
No, I don't have any on that. I want that elderberry stuff and that other one you're taking, whatever it was you went through.
Yeah, I'll write it down in the email.
Uh,
Walmart
uh,
has it,
okay.
and Walmart has the other one also. And I think they may be close to each other at Walmart. I think at our Walmart they are close to each other. But it's just nice, like having something that's just a more natural option, Um, anyway, I love that. And okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about was sinusitis. What I'm going to do is, and I'm going to share this recipe with you also, but whenever somebody, let's see, let me pull it up on my phone. Okay, so the recipe looks like this. It's on my website, which is dianefelix.com, and scroll down to the bottom and you'll see it. But I'm going to be sharing this recipe with you also. So with this recipe, it was from a medical doctor. And what you do is um, let's see. Okay, here's the recipe. It's 8 tablespoons of ultra fine salt. I actually just use table salt is what I do. And I put it in my chopper, like one of those kitchen choppers or like a blender or something like that, to be able to make it into a powder is what I do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
So,
put the 8 tablespoons of the salt in like a chopper or blender or food processor, whatever that is. And then I add 10 drops of rosemary and 6 drops tea tree. And then you can just keep it in a jar, and I'll send this to you. You can keep it in a jar. And then out of that jar, you use 1 teaspoon for 1.5 cups distilled warm water. And are you familiar with doing a nasal rinse or no?
Yeah, of course.
So with the nasal rinse, then of course, you just push it up your nostril. It'll go in and out, or a neti pot, something like that. And a person can get that from Walmart, HEB, CVS, anything like that. Or if you wanted to even get the saline packets that comes with, add a few drops of the rosemary and the tea tree. The rosemary and the tea tree are what is the magic of this recipe. It works so well. This is our go-to whenever somebody is coming down with bad allergies, they're blowing green boogers, anything like that. So Corbin, a few years ago, he was blowing green boogers, had the headache. Like you could tell, he's coming down with a sinus infection. So I had my stuff already mixed in a jar. So I put 1 teaspoon in 1.5 cups warm water. And I had him do this 4 times in a day, which is a lot. But after 2 days of doing that, he was completely like 100% better. No more headache, no more green boogers, no more anything. And that saved us the trip to the doctor's office. In fact, we were about ready to go to Rockport. And so Chris was like, let's take him to the doctor. That way he doesn't feel miserable on vacation. I was like, no, like, let's try my way first. And I'm so glad he was younger at that time, probably about, let me see, he's 13 now, so probably about 10 or 11 when that happened. But I'm so glad that he did that because it was a lot. I had him keep doing it throughout the day. And it's not fun to put water up your nose, but he did it and he was better. No need for the doctor. So, anyway, it was super cool. What questions do you have?
No, that one sounds like I didn't know. I've always done the saline. I have the
The
nasal,
packets?
and I've got my grandkids on those too. Right. It comes with
So
the
awesome.
squeeze bottle, but I never knew about adding the rosemary and
And the
tea tree.
tea tree. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about those two oils, but it's like it's so like it just levels it up.
Yeah.
And this is by a medical doctor, and you can find this on my website. It's just DianeFelix.com. Um, so anyway, yay. That's like all I have to share. Like it's a lot, but that's why I was saying even if you just did Ningxia Red out of all those different things, this will help with that. I've seen this help with flus, fever, sinusitis, strep throat, anything like that is Ningxia Red. So yay. Any other questions?
Only one, but it's about this order I'm trying to place on Ed's. So it's
Okay.
not giving him the free. So I
Let
don't
me
know.
see. Hold on, let me stop this recording and then we can talk. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording.
Okay. Sorry.